corner three is pure by Dante DiVincenzo again.
Oh, my goodness. You'd think they're playing at Madison Square Garden. This feels like a home gym night.
Thought it was just me, Doris. Hey, it's only 100 miles between Philadelphia and New York on I-95. And Embiid with the long jumper makes it a 17-point Knicks lead. DiVincenzo with a little angle pick and roll, cross court. Little guard screening action. Maxey picks up Brunson. Brunson on the baseline, hotter than fish grease.
He's putting on a clinic. That's a guy whose strength made the difference there. He put his shoulder into the chest of Maxey and got all kinds of separation.
The meter's at 21 and still running, Doris. He's got 16 in this period. And we got a whistle and a foul, sending Maxey to the foul line.
Jalen Brunson specializes in keeping defenders off balance. That's not a blazing speed athlete. That's just knowledge of how to play the game. Maxey's a thinner frame. Let me use my shoulder, get the separation needed into the fade. So good.
You think back about when we first saw this version of Jalen Brunson, Doris. I think about that playoff series when he was with the Mavericks still against the Jazz, and it was one of those uh-oh series.
Yeah.
Y'all think about Jalen.
One of those moments. Maxey, meanwhile, at the free throw line, 87%. He's up to 19, and coming up on the Toyota halftime report, the Celtics dropped the Jazz tonight. Malika, Shanae, Big Perk, and Brian Windhorst in the studio with all the news, scores, and highlights from a busy night in the association.
I spy Kendrick Perkins. He's not hard to miss.
No. It's our guy.
He's going to come with strong opinions in a baritone voice and let you know what he's thinking, Mark Jones.
He's going to give you some basketball church, folks. 41 seconds to go in the half. And Anunoby on the stampede draws the foul underneath. And Embiid incensed at the call by Derek Richardson. But it's the 14th foul. 2 shots for Anunoby.
So this is where OG likes to operate, and he's an excellent three-point shooter, so you got to close out. And here's a guy just trying to figure it out. Oh, Embiid upset about the foul, but I think the initial right arm contact is probably what got him, and then there was enough on the body. He disagrees, obviously.
Anunoby makes the first free throw. Anunoby, if you don't already know, is very economical with his words.
Yes.
He's very reticent, and had a nice chance to visit with him at shoot-around this morning. Rex Kalamian, who was an assistant coach with the Raptors, coached OG as a rookie. He's an introspective type of guy. He encouraged OG to journal after every season that he's in the league, and every year Kalamian gets a text from OG about what happened significantly that year in his NBA journey. I don't know a lot of NBA guys that journal after every season, Doris.
It's so smart because eventually the material to write a book is already prefabricated for you.
And Obi committing the foul, sending Embiid to the free throw line. Embiid with another ho-hum 15-point first half. Remember, he has that streak of 14 consecutive games with 10 rebounds and 30 points per.
Second half, I'm going to come at you with a question because I said, and despite this disparity, I still think that Philadelphia is a legitimate threat in the East.
And Boston and Milwaukee get a lot of the headlines.
They
right?
do, but I like this team, Mark, truly. This has not been a great half, obviously. But I'm curious, and we'll talk about it in the next half, about New York and what you think. Does the change make the ceiling a little bit higher for the New York Knicks?
I would agree. I think it might. That foul is going to go against Batum, and New York with a 73-point first half. And the fact that Julius Randle has a singular field goal says a lot about their balance right now, and not a very judicious moment there by Batum committing the foul. Randle back at the strike. Knocks down his third free throw of the night. McBride on the bench, on ice right now. He was red hot to start the game. Gave them a nice lift off the bench. This Knicks team right now, Doris, outside that top 6 in the East.
Schedule lightened significantly. They came through an absolute gauntlet. But as Jalen Brunson said, it is time to start stacking wins.
And Anunoby guarding Maxey over to Embiid. One-on-one, and now a little bit of help over Randall. Achua with the rebound, and that's the end of the first half of play. The New York Knicks' 75 points are their most points in a first half this season. So since the acquisition of OG and Anunoby, they're 2-0 coming into the game tonight, and the offense in a great rhythm and flow. Let's check in courtside with Katie.
Thanks, Mark. Jalen, that's the second best defense in the league. How are you and your teammates able to pick them apart in the first?
We're playing together. We're just trying our best to basically just stay focused, not really worried about what's going on with anything else besides just playing together. So we're just staying focused.
How has the transition game and your all's pace of play impacted the game so far?
It starts with our defense. Our defense has been helping us get stops and get down transition. We know that they're a good team. They're going to come out in the second half ready to go, firing all cylinders, so we got to be ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A prodigious first half for the New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson. The behemoth that is Joel Embiid had his way, but not enough for the 76ers. Brunson stuck on automatic.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by Universal Pictures Night Swim. Now playing.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, systemic diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak.